don't need a high-end designer or a lot of money to get a luxe look. Be your own interior designer.
This is Affordable Interior Design, the podcast.
Here's your host, Betsy Helmuth.
We have got a question from Allison. Allison writes from Canada, British Columbia to be exact. She says, "Hi Betsy, I have a question about matching paneling to fixtures in a bathroom. We are building a house and are trying to create a traditional Victorian feel throughout. We will be doing white paneling halfway up the wall throughout the main living areas and the hallway using the color White Dove by Benjamin Moore. We would like to do the paneling in the main bathroom as well, but I heard that if you're doing a large amount of trim in the bathroom, you should match it with the fixtures. In this case, the toilet, the tub, and vanity will all be white, even if it's not the same white as the other spaces. This is so that it's pleasing to the eye in an especially small space and doesn't clash. Would you agree with this? Would White Dove be too warm and clash with the bright white fixtures? Would you pick a different white just for the bathroom or forget the paneling altogether in this space? Your faithful listener, Allison." All right, Allison. So if you're having paneling throughout the living room, throughout the hallway, and then in the bathroom, that's just a lot. Are you sure you want to do that much paneling? Is it all going to look the same? Moldings and trims can sometimes really add a lot of personality to a space, make a space look very special and intentional and unique. But when you do something that's supposed to make a space unique throughout, when you do too much of a special thing, sometimes it becomes less special. I think about this when I'm using unexpected shapes for furniture, like circles. Circles are quite a unique shape for furniture. Most furniture pieces are going to be some version of a rectangle or square. So whenever you get something that has curving lines, especially a perfect circle, you don't want to add too many of those because it will take away from the uniqueness of the circles that you do use. I'm wondering if that's going to be the case with this paneling. I'm wondering if too much of a good thing is really just going to be too much. That being said, I really never give any thought to matching the trim throughout the house with the bathroom fixtures. Of course, if you have like off-white toilets, off-white tubs, something like an almond cast, then I think it can be more problematic to do that stark white in a bathroom, whether it's tile or whether it's trim. But say you have a white tub, a white sink, which it sounds like you do, I wouldn't really hesitate to make the trim white, and I don't think it needs to be the same white. The thing that really starts to bug me is in a kitchen when you have white on white on white, when you have the white countertop, the white backsplash, the white cabinetry, because then all the whites are so close together, they're actually touching each other, and it becomes quite apparent that no one of the whites are truly white. What is pure white after all? Almost every white that you see has some kind of tone in it or reflection on it that makes it look less than pure. White is the absence of color, and because of reflections, because of context, almost no area where you see white is going to look only crisp white. It's all going to have some kind of cast. Just look deeply at your table versus a piece of paper versus your keyboard. My keyboard is white, my desk is white, and my paper is white, and they all have different kinds of casts. But trim in a bathroom isn't usually touching the toilet or touching the sink, and I'd rather just make it easy for myself and for my contractor and just buy that one tone of trim color that will go throughout the house. That would be my recommendation. It's what I've done in my own home, even though I have a white toilet, a white bathtub, and a white sink. And I've never even noticed if there's a problem. So I think you'll have bigger fish to fry. Also, one thing that I like to point out to people is sometimes when a space is empty or when a space doesn't have artwork, bath mats, hand towels, shower curtains. Things that aren't really problems look like problems because there's nothing else there. In your case, I think you're sweating the small stuff. I don't think this is ultimately going to be a problem at all. And I don't think you'll ever notice once you get that soap dispenser in there, once you get those hand towels hung up on the towel bar. I think it's all going to be hunky dory no matter which way you go. But don't overdo it on the paneling, Allison. A big thank you to our amazing producer, Catherine Heller, to Aton and the MCR House Band, and to Affordable Interior Design, the sponsor of this podcast and the premier place to get an amazing look on a budget. Check out affordableinteriordesign.com. If you guys love the show, the very best way to support us is by spreading the word. Tell your friends or write us an awesome review on iTunes. So until next week, guys, thanks so much for joining us, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.